Welcome to Toffee TV, joined by David Feely and Keith Mullen. We're just going to have a little chat about Everton's playing squad. Obviously, a lot of things coming out now from Marcel Brands, and Marco Silva's mentioned a few things as well about certain players, which is we're getting a bit more information each day about these two. Obviously, you know, nothing else going on really, so you know, it's the early stages of the clean piece of paper, as Dave calls it. When you know, you're hearing things from Marcel Brands like 38 players too big. Marco Silva said exactly the same thing.
There's a lot of players.
You know, it's an incredible amount. Obviously, some have been released. We've seen that. You know, but Joel's gone.
Kids as well.
You know, and thanks very much to Joel. I thought he conducted himself superbly well at Everton and was a good goalkeeper. But what I wanted to say was, when you're looking at that squad, you know, we've had the season wasn't great, let's be honest, and we spent 150 million.
Understatement, that.
Understatement. I'm trying to, you know, stay in the positive. Glasses are full now. It's gone now.
I'm with it.
And we're moving on.
That's it.
Right, we're moving on. You look at those. It looks as though Wayne Rooney is on his way to DC United. You know, he was in Belfast a few days ago sorting a visa and things like that, apparently. So it looks as though he's going to go to DC United. I, for one, bit disappointed he's going. I think he done all right last year, but it's probably only going to go one way now with Wayne. So, but I would welcome him back as a coach with open arms when he's finished. That's just me personally. For experience and everything.
For that same reason, to show you how to win.
But there's the money. There's 150 grand back in the pot. Me and Ped done this last week when we were talking about the squad. Right?
Did you do the maths?
We didn't use the algorithm that he liked. Name your starters out of that squad who you think will go into his team, who are almost guaranteed to be in Marco Silva's team.
Lookman, at some point.
Both fullbacks.
But I'm talking guaranteed. Day one, at the moment, because we haven't got anyone in.
Both fullbacks and the goalkeeper. Probably Michael Keane and Theo Walcott and Shentosen. And Sigurdsson.
So 8. You've got 8. I've gone 5 at the moment.
Okay.
Because I'm just not. Because I know the way Silva likes to play. However, I understand he can't flip it all in one window and stuff like that. Pickford, yeah.
Definitely.
Coleman.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Walcott.
Definitely.
Tosin. Yeah. Garner.
Gay above Sigurdsson.
I've checked. Did I say Gylfi?
No.
Yeah.
Gay over Sigurdsson.
Alright, Gylfi as well. No, this is who I think. Because this is how I think he's going to play, you see. And everyone else is a variable. Garner Gay. If he was to get, I know we won't because Watford wouldn't sell him. If he could get the Corey out of Watford, Garner wouldn't be in that team. Wouldn't get in the team because he wants you to do 3 jobs, not 1. Garner, I love Garner. He's great and he's busy. And again, he's another one who will probably benefit from having better players with him rather than having the slug next to him. I think if he becomes your defensive midfield player, you can have Gylfi here, and another one because I know I know that Silva will bring Tom Davies onto the next level.
I totally agree with that.
He'll go, you need to do this.
William Carvalho was 22 years of age.
26.
And 20, is he that old really?
Yeah, he's 25, he's 26 in a couple.
So he's 25, not 26.
Well, he's 26.
Anyway,
By the season start, he's 26. But
the point is,
he's definitely not 24.
He's going to be looking to go in that hole, isn't he, there?
Well, that's where he plays. Is he mobile enough? We don't know.
No, that's the actual issue. That's Peter Deed spoke to you last week, and I was in the next room when he did it, so I never heard what he actually said to you till I watched the video and speaking to you. And I've said that to you. Pace and power, pace and width. It has been since Martin has that's been our problem. So somebody somewhere has to address it's not even with the ball, it's more without the ball.
How quickly can get it cut?
Because teams up till Southampton last year, teams were literally taking the piss that much. They weren't even going down the side in the end. They were just running right through the middle of it and overpower you. So that's got to be taken off the table. So you need strength. I think he's looking like, remember we used to say about with the Yaya Tory, if you could put strength and power and to burst through, I think that's what he's looking for. We're too lightweight, we're too slow, we're much of a muchness, and anybody decent at all, and I'm not talking about the top sides, I'm talking about from mid to just above the bottom. Anybody decent at all looks like they can rip us apart. So that needs solving. And it, like we just said, it's not going to be done in a single transfer window. But Walcott's pace at least gives you an out ball. So if you can put the plug in the middle of the park and then block that down, it's not going to be pretty, but you've got a long ball to Theo to turn them round to run them, and you've got Tosin if you wanted to bang it down the middle. Two things we started the season without last season. So then, if you lock down the middle with a view not really to attacking, to just stop getting beat, and then build up the confidence from there. Well, I'd say that's a start myself. I'd say that would be the way to organise it. And the reason I said Leighton Baines and Seamus Coleman to be in the side is because I think there's too many other things to do, and right now we can leave them to.
I love Baines.
I also definitely think Coleman and Baines will still be there, you know, until we can find the replacements. And finding the replacements for them is going to take something.
It'll be a season, you know, at least.
It'll be a season.
We'll have Leighton Baines.
I don't think they'll find the replacements for them immediately. I think they're more pressing. I think you're probably in them, and they're more pressing issues than them two positions right now.
Coleman's not an issue. Coleman's 29, it's not an issue. John Joe Kenny's tailor-made to replace him. So I'm not the right side. I'm not really worried about him the slightest. Theo ahead of it doesn't. But Baines, I absolutely love. I wish he was 25 because he's been an absolute privilege to watch at times. Okay, there's other times it hasn't quite, but he's been a fantastic footballer, especially him.
He was terrified to go across the half-line.
But again, this fella is the details. It's over and over. He's got a bit of Moyes in him, which Leon Osman spoke about. I'm talking to Osman last season, and he was going on about Moyes had corners. They do it for an hour, and if you got it wrong, you keep doing it. And so you were that fucking bored of it.
No, you switched
in a match. You just made sure it didn't happen, because if it happened in a game, you were doing it all Monday, all Tuesday, all Wednesday till you made right. And those minor details got us so many points. We didn't have the quality against the top sides, where now we have got quality, but we haven't got the minor details. And that's what I'm saying about. I think you'll definitely buy a left back unless the kid Robinson is up to. He played against France the other night for the States. He was up against Mbappe. I believe he was good at some things, other times he was ram, but that's not an issue. Mbappe's brilliant, so that's good. But when I look through the team, it's like Michael Keane. I personally, and some people give me stick for this, but I still think he'll be a good player for us. I think if you organise him, you get someone with him, you have him in and out the team. If you've got another, say Alfie Mawson for argument's sake from Swansea, if he come in and you remember, you, Michael Keane, Mason Holgate, and Jags, because I'd still have Jag in the squad, right? You four are playing for two, but you really are playing for two.
But not just
I'm not just going to take you out.
No, but Michael Keane is basically Dave Watson. I had this argument with my brother-in-law all the time. Dave Watson's perfectly fine as a centre-half. What you'd have then is a bit of a ball player next to him, someone with a bit of pace. Listen to me now, if we get a centre-half who can do that for us, whoever it is, for 5 years, and he's not pretty, and as soon as he takes 2 steps out, Michael is a bit better than that, by the way, on the ball. But play the way you're facing, become a defender, that's all you've got to do. That kid will be good as gold, but we'll end up going selling him, buying someone who was kind of 6 and 2 3s better than him.
I don't know whether he'd be. I think
no, so I'm saying, and Keane,
24.
I think Keane,
and also what he went through last season, he sold him down the river. He put it. He was swapping and changing partners. Then it was
he
3.
Played with injections.
Then it was 3 at the playing with injections. 3 at the back, 2 at the back. We were getting bladdered by everybody, and he hung him out to dry.
He started really well as well.
He hung him out to dry.
I think he'll
I think he'll make a player. That's why I kept him in the team.
I look and just go with him. Is that he was so good under Dyche, because Dyche was minute. I remember watching Brighton away last year, and I was in Wales actually, and I was watching it, and they had an American feed on, and Sean Dyche was on it, summarising, and at half time Keane had made an unbelievable block. It would have been 1-0, and he come across and blocked it. And he was saying we worked on that all day with him, Ben, about reacting in the penalty, not reacting, anticipating rather than.
Neville rang me one day. He was on the telly, Michael. And I don't watch fucking Sky thing. Neville rang me, said, "See that kid? We were talking about him because it's RJ's mate. So he's talking about RJ, his mate. He said, you know the difference? It was still might have still been Koeman or the early part of Allardyce. It was kind of that time, wintry time." And he just rang me through the week, we get onto this, and he said, watched him last year, Burnley still play the same system, by the way. They just drop someone else in the thing. What they do is they get tight, the full-backs drop back, and if they do get caught by pace or turn round, everybody drops in together. So he was never isolated.
Never exposed,
Never isolated. In our team, you may as well have run him up a flagpole, because that's how exposed he was. So now he's looking like Bambi on ice, because he doesn't know whether to stick or twist. Does he turn, does he not? Does he just take a booking by taking the fella out and get sent off in 10 minutes? There's all these things. That's where you need a manager and a coach, by the way, and a first team coach.
We've had Koeman, who wanted to play golf more than he wanted to coach.
And that one in
he wanted to drop you in. Koeman wanted to go, I've got 20 great players, go and play. You know, like the old Dutch side used to, right? And they were all world-class footballers, so you could do that. Even in his side, though. No, but Dave, even in the Dutch side Koeman played in, they were all they were all brilliant. So you could drop them in and go, lads, play your game. Play no position. He does that as a manager. At Southampton, he got away with it because Les Reed bought players. Pochettino had players. You know what I mean? They had a good system, and I remember the kid at Valencia, the white goalie, Canizares, was talking about him, and he said he knows people who know him. And when he was at Valencia, Koeman was coming. He said, I knew a couple of people who played with him, who played under him, and he said, he's really good, Koeman, at keeping everything going. So if you drop them into, say,
a winning side,
Chelsea or whatever, or United, or you just keep them ticking over. You'd had one, keep it holding,
ticking over. Overperforming, not winning, but overperforming.
Playing like that, keeping it ticking along nicely. You know, if you'd dropped them into David Moyes' side in about 2010, we'd have worked. He said he's no good at building a team because he doesn't, and he went to Valencia and he tried to build a team. But they got chased him.
Yeah, they did.
Everyone felt like us. Everyone fell out with him. People weren't talking. They were losing games. Because he can't build a team.
And his arrogance is fucking.
It's because he's who he is. I think that's probably where the arrogance is, and other bits as well, and everything else. Allardyce wanted to come in and just organise, which he did, but he's not a coach. He's not a training ground coach. Didn't get us either, Andy Gray.
They told us last week.
There is mate.
There's his fucking mate.
Martinez let it slip. He wasn't a great coach. He had his ideas. But Martinez could coach Barcelona quite easily and do well, because he's got, again, a little bit like Koeman. He's got great players.
He's got his ideal players.
His ideals are great and his players are great. Man City, now he could probably go in and do it a bit. Well, maybe. But
I could fucking manage Man City, by the way.
We need David Moyes coached, right? He coached, and he had Irvine, who was a great coach, and you know, all right.
I was just Steve Brown. I've never really known so much.
But Moyes, but you got to remember, Moyes, he's done everything. So we might go, Steve, go and do that for 10 minutes. No, I don't like the way he wanted to do, because that's the way Moyes is. Right? Apparently, and this is only, I've done so much fucking reading up on this Silva. I've read articles from Portugal, translated through you've read it, from players, from people looking at his tactics in Portugal, like coaches. This is what he does. Everything's meticulous. The players in England have said it. I think he was talking, Coleman was talking about David Mailer, who played the whole meticulous, move, grabs you in training, you should be stood there. The whole point of what I'm trying to say is Michael Keane, Tom Davis to a lesser extent, will benefit from this, from someone going, you're in the wrong position, there, get it, there, Tom, pass it there, run there, not just, you're a good player, go and play a bit, because the Premier League is margins, the Premier League is margins, the Premier League is, people who go, fucking shite, Ashley Williams isn't shite,
no, I know,
right, he's not shite, we all go, it's fucking shite, Morgan Schneiderlin isn't shite, if we played a game of football with them, we'd go,
Ashley Williams' Swansea team,
they're in the Premier League
on the front,
do you know what I mean?
They played on the top, basically on the edge of the area.
That's where
Wales and Ashley Williams' Swansea team won a trophy doing it, because it's no one's getting behind them. That's the thing. He faces the ball at all times. We got him and pushed him and Michael Keane to the halfway line and said to the whole Premier League, see if you can run past these here.
The only thing I'd say about him and Schneiderlin is they're both preservation, the pair of them. They won't. Jags will. If you're playing with Jags and you're having the mirror, he'll throw his bottle on the line. He'll get you out the shit. Williams won't.
It kind of surprised me that.
It did massively surprise me about him, because at Swansea I've seen him have some marvellous games against them. Even when we've won, he's still been everything. But anyway, that's moving away. I just think Michael Keane and Tom Davies will benefit massively from having a coach who will go, you stand there, go there, looking at it. So Curtis Davies said, I'd find myself in a game. And people will go, fucking Curtis. Listen, we're talking about players who've been managed by him. He would say, in a game, where does Marco want me here? Where would he put me here? Making players think for themselves. They're fucking red straight. Players, you hear them. That's what they say about Klopp. Where does he need me to be? That's why. Now, they're not perfect. But they look where they were 3 years ago.
No, but it's about see Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
I'm taking just the first analogy what comes into me. I'd see Alex Ferguson, even at the end with Van Persie and that the last time they won the league.
Yeah.
Them players still went home of night time thinking, what's he thinking? But where do I? If I make this cup of tea, will he be? Because that's how much he dominated them, and they had to buy in to the fact that you yourself might be dropped for 9 months in the season. You're still going to be the one training the hardest. You'll still be first in of a morning. You'll be last out of a night time, and your fucking diet continues when you go home of a night time. You don't do this, and that's what it is. It's when they all switch on to the greater good. But it takes. Everyone's a skeptic these days. Look at the goddamn internet. Everyone's a skeptic, lad. If our Lord walked in tomorrow with the tablets and put them on the table, everyone's going, fake fucking news. That's what you get now. That's what it is now. So what I'm saying to you is, Fitzy, lad, I'm on the fucking thing.
Go on.
It's like that way. I don't even know what I was saying now. Fitzy's just threw me out.
You talk about our Lord.
It's about
and tablets.
You just throw me completely off.
No, it's about. I know what you're saying. You're talking about.
Fitzy, no lad.
You're talking about getting in people's heads, organising, making sure everyone's got the same message. This manager himself has said, I will demand every single day from you that you do your very best. If you don't want to do it, go away, then you don't play. End of story. And we need to get underneath the badge there. We need to start living by that. It's if everyone's on the same page, sound, you go in, you with me. Moyes done it right at the start. I was working at the bleeding club. He went down to Belfield his first day and was, trying to find bits and pieces. Went out, someone come in and went, fucking hell, what he's just said to them there. Went in and went, I won't have any millionaires taking the piss out of me in this dressing room. So if you don't want to be here, fucking go. Gaza went.
Did you?
Gaza went. Ginola didn't play again. There was players. We'd had 6 players in the treatment room all season. Fucking hell. The Monday, every player trained. And that was it with Moyes. And he shortened the squad. If Moyes could have had 17 brilliant players and a couple of kids, Everton would have won trophies. He had 13. In fact, to be fair, if Moyes would have had Lukaku, he'd have won
but
trophies.
He's pedant. He was pedantic. He
was too much the other way. But the players knew. Victor Anitovic wanted to wear fucking dodgy boots. He dropped them 15 minutes before the game. Red. You're not wearing them, I am. You're not wearing them, I am. See you, kid. Off you go.
But also, the tune he got out of it. If you looked at Victor Anitovic, as an athlete, you'd say a fucking fine boxer, not that great of a footballer. I watched him that Monday night when you got me that ticket, when Cahill scored 1-0 draw.
The FA Cup.
It wasn't the FA Cup, it was the Monday before the FA Cup.
He
played him in the league.
Sorry,
Cahill,
the last minute,
fucking get
free kick.
He was he played him right wing, I think it was. Right wing, left wing.
Destroyed them.
Victor Anitovic, it was in his top 3 games he ever played for Everton, that kid, by the way. And you look, if he'd have come to me, I was with Jefferson, was in the queue with me outside, if you'd remember, told you. And if he'd have said to me then, hey, he's going to bring Victor on and play him wide, right? I'd have been by the neck going, don't you dare! That's what I would have done. As it turned out, because he got the thing, he got the message. It was, do you remember Tony Grant? Tony Grant used to go to Anfield and have a blind. It didn't matter whether he got wellied or not. He could have been playing for 6 months or it was his first game for 18 months. He'd get on that park, get his head up and start passing the ball around and moving us up the park and back. That's what it is.
Scout for Everton now.
Scout for Everton. Now, someone told me last week when we were there with Greedy and Andy Gray. But my point is, that's what I want. I want where he hasn't got to get down every fucker's ear. This is not kindergarten here. You're on Bruce.
But
boys,
you know, though,
well,
it's where you've already bought into it as a concept.
That's all. The whole thing that we're actually really ultimately talking about it is that's about having a football philosophy, is it not?
Yeah.
The thing that we said was lacking in November, and is there, and we're sitting here talking about the new manager and things that research that you've done. I've not done all that research, you know what I mean? I think it's great that you have, because it's informal. I've certainly felt quite informed today. So Baz's actual research.
Oh, so it's only
Baz's research into this manager.
He'll tell you about my research.
Yeah, which has been quite extensive, and so it sounds to me, you know, there is a footballing culture there. There's a philosophy being developed. He wants to play a certain style, a certain way. I think we will see. I'd say about 8 players go. Out there, about 8 players.
That might be
leave.
more, you know.
Might be more than that, go. I think we'll see 4 or 5 in, and with, you know, a core team. But the most important thing is we need cover in certain areas and in certain things. I think we might have to wait to the next transfer window to get something
maybe
like
even
that.
the one after that.
I think it'll be what he'll look at the team and be like, the system I want to play, I've got that there, I've got a hole here. He isn't going to do that job. He's got to go. We need to have that type of player.
What did you make of the Luchman comments then he made about Adamola Luchman and obviously Davy Klasny spoke about as well?
I think for both of them players, they're really positive comments, and it reassured me that okay, I think we're going to see them in an Everton top an Everton shirt next season. You know, I think they'll be playing for the club, and I think it's right. It's right that they'll be. You know, that I'd like to see what Luchman is capable of in 18 months' time. I'd love to be able to see that young player develop at Everton and become, you know, world class. You know, it'd be great if that could happen, because he's certainly got that potential. Your mate used to tell you that from Charlton, was it?
He did. He told me. I said to him the first time
he ever came,
he hadn't even come on the park for Everton. Remember he scored after 2 minutes. I said to him on the way down to the match, hey, well, know the way it is, the way we know people from other clubs. This kid come to me, he said, see that kid you just bought from us? Fantastic. He said, you've got 5 wingers. I think we had 3 or 4. He said, you've got 5 wingers. None of them will have a shot. He said, see this fella? As soon as he gets his head, looks at the goal, he himself, not Lukaku, he himself will have a shot. So me and Mullen have been talking about this all night, night game like that. He comes on, 2 seconds later, bing, 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 has a shot, there he is. I just looked at him and went, seems to know what he's talking about. The other fella from Charlton. The thing about Luchman, from my perspective, is to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Having had the season what we had last year, he was a glimpse of what it could be like. But to not give him a chance to have 2 years with Theo Walcott, who's been an England player, he's still in his mid his prime of his career. He's like a motorbike when he gets down that wing, but he defends, he drops into the middle, he can play second striker, he can even be in front of the midfield. Theo, very intelligent footballer. I'm absolutely very impressed with Theo. But I think if he puts his arm round him and says, this is how you become a Premier League winger. Every time Seamus moves, that's his problem. He's naive, he's a kid. And the standards we applied on some of that, you said about Tommy Davis, the standards we applied as far as ridicule and slagging him went was off the scale. That needs to go. But I would suggest, if we don't do that with him, and give him 18 months at Everton. By the way, the fella might not even want to come back here. I know he's contracted, but you just said before about players and agents having the power. So he might not even want to come back. So bad he felt he was treated at Everton. If he does, the first job of work is to get Theo Walcott, put his arm around him, say, you kid are going to take my shirt or somebody else like me, their shirt in this league within 2 years.
I think it'll be,
you've got to do some boots first.
Brands or maybe both Silver. It will be a case of you are part of our plans here. About convincing. The same with Klassen. You know, we've seen nothing of Klassen. You know, he's a decent player, and he don't become a bad player overnight. Or either that, or we turn good players into bad players.
Not just that.
You know,
if you're going to play 4-3-3 over a season, yes, you've got to have wide players. Yes, you've got to have a Cenk Tosin and someone behind him, but you can also adapt it. Guardiola wouldn't do it with a standard 4-3. He'd have people, he'd have one and then maybe two inside behind him, or sometimes he'd play two and then one either side, either before or behind. So the players who can then, like I said about Tommy Davis, I'd never have Tommy Davis near the halfway line. Tommy Davis gets his head up, can do a little 1-2 and play a ball through. That's the fucking gold in this league. Everyone's a water carrier. Let's have some footballers for the change. People who can who go inside you, and that's what they get paid the big money for, because not everyone can do it. And the thing, well, both of those kids can do it. So once I would suggest, not having seen class, and we've all been here a year and seen 4 games or something, 3 or 4 games. I know
everyone's an expert.
So we don't. So what I'm saying is, if I was looking at his CV, that's the position I'd look for him to be in. So I might not say he might start every week, but over the season you'll find games where it might not be even to start in the 11, just 80, 76 minutes or something like that, but you'll find there'll be holes for him all over.
And he's a clever footballer.
He is,
and again, that's what I'm trying to, that's what I go back to myself when I'm looking at it, is a coach who will go, drop into the hole, you go there, and everyone given this is what
and
we
somebody
do
else
as a
do
team.
you running for you.
Come in, you go
and
on.
So you just hit them.
Look at Richarlison at Watford, coming from Brazil. No one knew anything about him. Silva had them in straight, and he was really good till Silva went. He fell off the cliff.
He did.
But I look at Lookman and think he could be like the Richarlison for us. He's pacey. He come on at Anfield in that cup game and swung it well into our favour.
He come on at Chelsea in the League Cup game, come on with 2 minutes to go before Calvert-Lewin, dropped the shoulder inside and pinged one off the back for 20. We hadn't had 3 passes in their half.
The ability.
Fantastic,
so it's about giving him confidence and going. And I think Brands' quotes, and I want to buy them for PSV and all, I think he'll just look and go, son, that's all I needed. He obviously didn't like Allardyce, and Allardyce didn't give him a chance.
No, but you can see from the choice of club when he went to Leipzig, that told you he just wanted to get out of Dodge.
Well, he wanted to get out.
I think with Allardyce, he's probably looked at him and said, "Son, we're not doing any of that fancy shit. You go over there, because what we're doing is proper meat and potatoes and sweet veg.
You can't do 15 miles.
What do you think of Vlasic?
I'd keep him.
I've really enjoyed watching, if anything last season, watching him play from time to time. It was a pleasure.
I like that too.
Because he's again another one with a lot of ability, but he likes more to be more central in the midfield.
He does.
That's his position where he likes to be.
Not pacey.
If we find
a winger, you know what I mean?
If we find ourselves next year and we've got a squad with Lookman, Vlasic, Tommy Davis, the goalkeeper, Michael Keane, and possibly Onuruku, before we even start with anybody else, before we buy anyone this season, in the summer, anyone in January, anyone next summer, well, you'd say that as far, it's not the fucking greatest, it's not the crown jewels, but Holgate too, it would be another one. What we're starting here, young Jonjo, maybe even Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you don't know how they're going to... What you'd start is you'd look, we've just been saying about how this is a 3-year job to start with. So if you've got people at the very first day, which Moyes did not fucking have, no Pienaar, no Cahill, no Baines, no Arteta, they all had to come along the road, which is why it kind of took so long getting there. If you've got those sort of building blocks right now to start, plus Walcott, plus those Seamus Coleman, those type of quality ass motherfuckers who you can throw into the trenches, pardon my French, anytime you like, against any given effort. You can lose a few games, but any given opposition in this league, they can handle it. Well, over time, you'd say, plant those trees, water them, give them sunlight, feed them, nourish them, well, then they're going to grow into strong-ass trees. See what I'm saying to you? So start with that then. And we don't have to buy a single person to at least begin with a group
with a spine
like that, I would suggest.
What do we do with, I'll just rattle a few off then quickly, just for your opinion. Balassi.
Off your pop.
Off your pop, yeah, I'd say
Schneiderlin.
The same.
Off your pop. Funes Mori.
Yeah, let him go.
Let him go.
I don't think he would. He's.
I don't think he's particularly bad, like, but I
Williams.
I think there's better off pop.
Off your pop.
I'm a little bit out with Williams.
Bezic.
Gone. Yeah, he'd have to go.
McCarthy.
He'd have to go. Yeah.
I'd keep McCarthy.
Would you?
I'd keep McCarthy.
As cover.
Yeah, kind of. Just.
Okay.
I also watched him. Allardyce didn't go near him. Then he put him in the team, and he all of a sudden fell in love with him, and then he got injured.
Because he knew he was.
Because he's James McCarthy. He's never going to be not James McCarthy. He'll go so far for you, and then you won't quite get to the top level. But that doesn't mean to say, right now, if we get 2 injuries in the first 2 weeks, and I
think he's become a little bit injury prone, hasn't he? And I think he's probably. He might need something else.
It might be for him the best move to make for the player.
Best move. But then again, he might come back and be a completely different beast under this.
He could be, but I still. Well, because it'll be about.
Could be about what's going on.
He better not be captain.
Seamus will be captain.
That'll be a big thing for me.
And if your best mate's captain of Everton, you might change your already.
You might, I don't know. And the other one is Oumar Niasse, because he splits.
He does.
It depends. It depends. He's gonna. I'd say, I would imagine he's going to send Calvert-Lewin out on loan. So if that's the case, he's going to buy another, at least one striker. Wayne goes, it might be 2. Well,
I think keep hold of him for now.
If Oumar wants to buy into that concept, he loves it here. So he never ever laid the law down. The first time he came saying, I want to play this many times, and he never did that. In fact, the treatment what he had might be amongst the worst I've ever seen to any Everton player. It was totally undeserved. I wish Koeman never got a fucking locker, in my opinion, to be honest. That's who I...
So keep him.
See what happens by the end of it and give him the choice.
A really not just a bad Everton side, a difficult side to work out last year. That's what he was in. And you know,
he performed as well as anybody.
He might get a goal.
To me, he's ideal squad player. He doesn't seem to moan.
No.
I think if Dom is to go out on Calvert-Lewin could turn out to be absolutely brilliant. We don't know. He's got everything other than his finishing, which is obviously the hardest part.
Needs to get stronger.
Gets a little bit stronger. He's got the pace. If we were going to loan him, I'd do I'd only do it till Christmas.
There was a lot asked of him last season.
He's got to come back.
And again, like you say, there was a lot. He was a kid, and he had to be.
He was on his own.
But even if we bought another centre forward, even if we went and Silva was like Dembele or someone, a European, I'd still want Niasse in the squad, because I'd go, you know what, he's fucking Mayer.
Not just
Mayer follows him.
He never gives up.
No, and that's what I'm saying. His best goal this season for me, and everyone on goal, was Arsenal at home. We were 4-1 down. It was the 93rd minute,
the goalie
and he does doggies, runs back, and the goalie tries to take him on. He nicks it off and knocks it in. The game was done. The game was finished. And yet he's still running around in the 93rd minute trying to get a goal.
Hit the goalie and bounced off.
Goalie tried to take it on him, he flicked it off check and put it in.
That's right.
From nothing. And you just look, and he's got, listen, Bournemouth at home was massive for us. Absolutely massive. He got 2 goals then when we were getting beat. He scored against Palace at home and away. You know, he scored against West Brom. He scored the first against Watford. He got us so many points from his goals.
Not just that.
He's not great, but his attitude.
The way he was treated, we've had players in the past with the through the boots at the front door. Just gone.
Well, here's one for you. Here's one, because he's just come back to me. Kevin Morales.
He can leg it. He can leg it.
Loads of ability, attitude,
he's upset.
I like Morales, by the way, when he's on the park, but after last season, no chance.
Well, do we know the way, I think we've said this before, he cried to get back to Olympiacos.
He did.
He went back and chased them before the end of the season.
No,
so that's a club that he met him with fires and pyros and he was bowing to him.
And 2 weeks later, he was off your
and he wanted them.
Because he turned up with the same attitude as what he left Everton with.
So if you're going to make a song and dance to get to a club you supposedly love and it on the same path.
Martinez never picked it on the fucking...
If you look at what's going on with Morales though, if you look at what's going on with him, it can't be Everton, can it? It can't be us.
No.
It's like, it's you, mate. You know what I mean?
There's a common denominator. He's a good player.
He is a belter player.
But the attitude ain't. And the other thing is, he's 30.
Oh no, Morales is...
When he done his hamstring at Anfield, when he had them all day that day. I think he was playing well, and he was turning them inside out. It looked like he got shot.
And he scored in the home game.
But that...
And plus he got the other fucking fella as well. I love him for that forevermore.
No, but that's the thing.
The only way he can stay really he probably fits the way this fella wants to play.
I don't know whether he's quick enough.
He's not now.
I don't think he's mobile.
Onto a different level.
Walcott's another. When you watch Walcott, you go.
Onto a different.
Because I look at Delafay, you got gone to Watford, and I'm like, the love to it. But then I remember and go, yeah, but what about 20 minutes in, and he's like, he can't breathe, and he's got the ability. In there, you just want to shake him and go, give it everything, but let him catch up with him. That's the thing, he's not.
He needs to get on the porridge if I'm
and you look at Theo, and
Theo's like years ahead. As a footballer, intelligence-wise, pace-wise,
I've been there, done it, scored in all kinds of cup finals.
But I think that, you know, I think Morales will go. You know, I don't know who's going to happen, but I think he'll go. He's a bit tainted, isn't he? I think Wayne will go.
Yeah,
I'd keep him, but I think he's going to go.
Yeah, I'd keep him for the sort of reasons that you want to keep him for, and that you say is he's a talisman in a way, and he can show the kids how to win things. This is what it means.
I wanted to be,
but I never thought for 1 minute last season, you know, when Wayne was coming back, that we were going to be hanging our entire season on him.
Yeah, true.
He's not anymore like 30 odd games a season. He's not, and that's not. I'm not being disrespectful here.
What our problem was that Man United's record and England's record.
I always thought he was going to be, you know, he'd play 10, 15 games a season, bringing him on and stuff like that.
But he's no good with that, Wayne. His body is every week.
And I don't blame him. Don't blame him.
Listen, it happens to everybody. It happens to Gerrard.
But I don't think
Gerrard, and the very last derby he played that 0-0, he was like a shadow.
I think Wayne will probably go to America for a bit and then come back to us and become a coach.
I want him to be. I want when we go to Anfield and Man United and Man City and Arsenal and Chelsea and Tottenham and all the good sides, and we're not losing in the first half. The reason I wanted Wayne Rooney to be there is to walk into them and say, this is how you win at Old Trafford. This is how you win at Anfield. And then to look at him and to know precisely, not only has he won it, most of them, he did it to win here. So if you're going to listen to anyone here, this is who we should be listening to. That's why I gave him the dough in the first fucking that and signing my book. Nice one, Wayne, thank you, brother. But I'm saying to you, that was what I brought him for. So to me, that job's still available.
But he wants to play.
He
wants to play. I get it. So if that's the case, that's okay. And then we'll give it 18 months, 2 years, and then we'll review it, like what you just said about getting him to do it just without a pair of boots on, just with a trackie on, like that. But I'd say that penalty at Liverpool last year, nobody else, including our greatest ever penalty taker, the Premier League's greatest ever penalty taker, Leighton Baines, I wouldn't have trusted him as much as soon as Wayne Rooney picked the ball up, I looked at him and went, this is going in. I'm telling you, because of what, as soon as it was given, give me it, give me it. Well, that's priceless to us.
Two things he wanted to do, he said. He wanted to score in the derby, and he'd never scored a hat-trick for Everton.
And he's done both.
And his goals won at Newcastle and things like that.
If he could have got the FA Cup, we'd have all been happy days.
Exactly, and that was the thing, isn't it? You know, and ideally the comeback when he played in Dunk's testimonial, because he was still mobile and the power catches up on you, and that's the way it was.
The two things what cost us with Wayne is he was ready to come home 3 years ago.
He was,
but Man United's record and England's record, and he was still captain.
And we didn't have the money.
But it's never been about money.
No, but I think it's easier to get. Don't forget, we almost had him when Moyes went there. We met him in London, he agreed the deal, £100 a week, he wanted to come back. Moyes went in and Moyes couldn't lose Wayne Rooney that summer because it would have been too much of a thing. Rooney was coming, don't forget.
And he still didn't.
And I think the hierarchy apparently said to Moyes, he can't go.
No, but I'm saying, though, the way the records, he did both of them in about 6 months. He did Man United and England's within about 6, off the top of my head, 6 or 7, maybe 8 months. He got both of them. And it kind of fell wrong for us, the both of them.
It just wasn't the right time was the testimonial, because he still had the power. He had the power, and now I still think with a technical coach who plays slightly different to Silva, he'd still be able to do the job.
Just drop down a bit.
But now with this fella, and it's about don't forget the Premier League each year moves on, and it gets a little bit quicker.
I think by keeping him in the team, you're taking away from Sigurdsson.
And we've got him, and you're paying him, and you bought him, and you've said
it now.
So
you've got to give him the.
It's all
got to give Sigurdsson the goal.
It's going to be interesting anyway as we go through the next few weeks. Big thanks to Dave and Keith for coming in. Let us know your comments, anything we've discussed. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you want more videos, get over to Patreon. These are on that as well. See you soon on Toffee TV.
Cheers.
Peace, motherfucker.